Hi, welcome to this practice. Today's flow is going to be a chilled, quite gentle practice, something ideally for you to wind down from your day. So if you've been particularly busy at work, or if it's been a bit hectic with the kids at home, or just generally you're just feeling a bit frazzled, and you need just some wind down time to settle yourself down. So we're gonna do that. So if you want to come to sit cross-legged on the floor, you can obviously sit on a pillow or a block or anything that you want to make yourself comfortable as you sit here. Rest the hands either on the knees or on the thighs. We're going to start to find a little bit of length through the spine, so lifting up through the chest, lifting up through the crown of the head. And we'll start with eyes closed. So give yourself permission just to adjust yourself whichever way you need. And take a long breath in through the nostrils and out of the mouth. So inhale, breathing in tall. Exhale to let go. And again, one more, breathing in. Exhale, release. Good. Just let the lips come softly together now. I'm going to start to draw the attention inwards. So when we've had a particularly busy day, if we are feeling quite stressed through whatever's been happening in your life, then we tend to live a lot in the mind. We go over conversations, we go over maybe the same thought, and it's all very up there, and it's not bringing your focus into yourself. So you're not being mindful about how you move your body, you're not being mindful of how you're breathing, or even how you're feeling. When we're busy, then the focus is not usually on ourselves. It's easy to get lost in the busyness of the day. So here, to help begin that process, journeying inwards, let's take a scan through the body. So start down at the toes and work your way through each part, and notice how you feel, what's being held within the body. There might be some tension, maybe a little bit of stiffness you can feel. And it doesn't matter if you come across that on your scan. You can start to draw your breath towards that part that is feeling tense. For example, noticing some tension in the upper back. Take a breath in. Exhale. Direct the softness to that area. Allow the shoulders to relax down from the ears. And then bring your attention to your breathing. So that flow of the breath in and out of the belly, through the ribs, and up into the chest. And if you are noticing any area that's getting stuck, as you breathe in, sometimes if there's tension or anxiety being held within the body, it can be a little bit more difficult to breathe there. So just be mindful of that. Don't force yourself. Just allow to sit with what is happening right now. Taking a few more breaths. Now bring your attention to yourself grounding down. You're grounding through the lower part of the body, through the sit bones, and you're finding space in the upper part of the body, in the chest, finding softness in the face. And then bring the hands together at heart center and release the head down. Take a long breath in, one more out through the mouth, and setting an intention for your practice to slow down so that you can be a bit more mindful. Even if this is at the end of the day, there is no reason why you still can't set an intention to take yourself through your practice as you wish to. So slow down. Now allow the hands to rest back onto the legs. Keep the head dropped and take some half neck rolls. So we're going to go over towards the right shoulder and pause there. Making your way back to center, over to the left side, pausing here. And then going from side to side, just make your way in your own time. Okay. And it doesn't have to be anything rushed here. Okay, keeping ourselves fixed on that intention of slowing down, which can be hard at the end of the day, especially if you've got still a little bit of adrenaline happening through the body. But keep working at it, keep focusing, breathing. Then bringing the head back to center, keeping it hanging there heavy for a moment. And then interlace the fingers around the back of the head. You want to drop the elbows towards the floor. Don't push the head, but just allowing the hands to rest there. And release. Hands come to the thighs. Head starts to lift as you flutter the eyes open. Okay. Taking a fold, we're going to walk our hands forward out in front. Doesn't matter where they come to. And then relax the head. Okay. See if you can, if you want to, you can close your eyes, but see if you can keep that flow of breath in and out of the nose. Okay. Nice and gentle here. And taking that heart down towards the earth. Okay, your chest doesn't have to come all the way to the floor, it's just the direction we're sinking down into. And walk the hands back in. I'm going to switch over the legs so the other leg comes in front. And again, start to walk the hands back out in front. Okay, spread the fingers wide, press down into the palms so you can really feel that connection between you and something underneath you, okay, whether it's the carpet or wooden floor or whatever it is, just knowing that it's there, okay, you have that underneath you, that grounding point for you to come back down into yourself. Good. Walk the hands back in and we'll take a twist. So right hand comes behind, left hand over to the right leg. And if you want to, you can start to wrap that arm around your back as you twist. And release. Taking it to the other side. Again, option to wrap it around the back. Round to center. Yeah, so start to make your way just onto your back. Okay, have the knees bent. And palms down next to the body. We're going to do a few lifts of the hips here. So press down into the feet, lifting up towards the ceiling. Couple of breaths here. See if you can direct the breath deep down into the belly. And then release back down through the spine, release the hips. Tick-tock the legs from side to side. Okay, keep the left foot grounded. Bring the right knee towards your shoulder. We're going to take a half happy baby pose here. So the knee comes towards the shoulder, the lower part of the leg lifts towards the ceiling, so you can bring your hand to your leg, maybe a strap around your foot, or you can take your hands to the outside edges of the foot. Okay, we're encouraging that knee towards the floor. One more round. And release. Take the right foot down. Let's repeat on the left side. So left knee comes towards the shoulder. And again, bringing your hand to wherever feels comfortable for you this evening. Okay. If at any point you want to close your eyes, remembering this is our wind down practice, it's our intention to slow down. So if it helps you shut off, then close the eyes, feel free to. And release, take that left foot down, have a little tick-tock from the legs again. And then bring the knees in towards your chest. Lift the head towards the knees. You can wrap the arms around the front of the legs. And just lifting up here, taking the head towards the knees. And release. Extend the legs. Reach the arms overhead. Have a full body stretch. Good. Bring the right leg in. Have a little shimmy from side to side here with the hip. And then we're going to come into a half spinal twist. So take the knee across the body. Okay, it doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. And then the right arm is going to extend out. You're going to turn the head towards that right hand. And again, feel free to close the eyes. Breathing in and out the nostrils. Back to center, head comes back, extend the leg down, bring the left leg in. Again, have a little rock out from side to side. And then you take it across over to the right. left arm extends, okay? See if you can keep the shoulder blades grounded on the floor, so that might mean that the knee comes up a bit more, and that's fine. And back up to center. Good, bring the right leg in to meet you, have a little rock from side to side so that you can feel the lower part of the back, okay? You're closing in that gap between your back and the floor. Okay. Roll over to the right side and start to make your way up into seated. So swing yourself round, come into tabletop. Okay, we'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. So shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. You're going to inhale, drop the belly down, lift up through the heart center. Exhale, ground into the hands, round through the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, round in, dropping the head. And inhale, lifting up, create space in the chest. Exhale to round, hug in through the lower belly. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Good, last one. Inhale, arching the back. Exhale, rounding. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to thread the left arm underneath the right. We're going to drop down onto that left shoulder and ear, so threading the needle here. Okay, you press this right hand into the floor, drawing the elbow up towards the ceiling, and that will help you roll that right shoulder back. Bring the hips back to center. Press into the right hand, find your tabletop, and we're going to do the other side. So right arm threads under the left this time, coming onto the right shoulder and ear. Press into the hands, come back up and sink back into a child's pose. So feel free to take this as either knees together or knees wide. Okay, extend the arms out. Okay, take the forehead down towards the earth, heart center following down as well. And feel free to close the eyes. Walk the hands over to the right off of the mat, so they'll come quite a way off of the mat, and sink yourself back down, creating space between each of the ribs all the way down that left side of the body. Walk back to center and then over to the left. So this time we're creating space through the right side. Come back to center. And we're going to slide ourselves forward onto the bellies. So coming forward, if the knees are wide, bringing them back. And lower yourself into Sphinx pose, so shoulders above the elbows. Spread the fingers wide, keeping that grounding connection. Inhale, lifting up, lifting the ribs away from the earth, lifting through the chest, taking a soft gaze. Okay, come back to your intention. We're slowing down, we're moving mindfully through the body, nothing too rushed. Connect with the breathing. then drop the forehead down onto them. You have a little wiggle from side to side, rocking out through the hips. Good. Now bring the hands just off of the mat, up onto the fingertips, and you're going to inhale, lift up nice and slowly through the chest to a comfortable place for your back, okay? So it may be here, you might press into your fingertips, lifting up, wherever feels good. And then you're going to lower back down through the belly, the ribs and the chest. Inhale, lifting up, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Good, one more. Inhale. Exhale. Good, hands under the shoulders, press yourself back into a child's pose. This time a more restorative one, so hands back down by your feet, forehead to the floor. And slowly coming up to sit onto the knees, okay? So a couple of options for you here, either taking your fingertips behind you, lifting up through the chest here, or you can take a modified camel by bringing the hands round to the lower back. Inhale, lifting up through the chest, draw the shoulders back. Good, one more child's pose, sinking the hips down, hands by the feet, close the eyes on this one, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, come up into seated. Okay, we're going to swing the legs round. Okay, bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha-Konasana. Now this isn't going to be if you don't want this to be too strong on the hips, then push the feet slightly forward, okay? Don't worry about bringing them too far into the groin like we would on a more dynamic practice. See where you're at this evening. We're going to start to bring the hand, we're not going to bring the hands to the feet this time, we're going to bring them to rest on the floor and just see where you come to, what happens here, okay? Notice if you're finding any resistance within the body, within the hips here, and if you are coming up against any resistance, then breathing into it, okay? Draw your focus back to that slow, soft breath. Okay, allow the head to maybe drop slightly so you're not cranking and creating any tension in the neck. Good. Walk the hands back in, knees come together, just hug them in for a second, drop the head. And then come to a comfortable seated position. Okay, placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, and we'll close the eyes. Okay, breathe in and out through the mouth. Good, breathe in that calmness and exhale the tension. Good, allow yourself to sit here paying some attention to the movement of the belly as you're breathing. So just focus on the belly here. You can feel it underneath the palm of your hand moving. Now notice the movement under the hand at the heart centre on the chest. That rise and fall as you're slowing down. Bringing the hands together at heart centre, pressing the thumbs against the chest. A few more moments here, remembering that you are going to be ending your day, ending your practice feeling steady, grounded and calm. Now bring the hands to the third eye, so that space between the brows. And bowing the head, Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me on this wind down flow. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you get a good night's rest after this. So please like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for weekly videos coming your way. Thank you very much.